Big up and big love. I'm Dvine MC back again for a full moon reading this time. Timeless tarot, of course, so whenever this finds you. For those that like to pick with the crystals, we've got a blueberry azurite with some malachite. Oh, I love this one. I use this one on the throat chakra when I'm doing energy work. And my pile B's. Rose quartz, and my pile C's, pyrite. For those that like to pick with sound, got my pile A's, my pile B's, and my pile C's. Take a couple deep breaths, take your time selecting your pile, and I'll see you back for your reading. All right, my pile A's. I want to give you some information on this blueberry azurite. Got the crystal Bible here. So malachite harmonizes the physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual bodies and helps to ground. Of course, I'm not finding azurite in here, but that's the blue part of the mineral, which is definitely for opening the third eye, opening the throat chakra, and things like that. So we're going to get into your reading. I've got your little check-in. So present, past, and future. All right, so you're feeling a little out of balance, a little stuck, and a little emotional about something. There's something you would like to change, and it's just not changing. And it's almost like your power's been taken away. So let's move past. In the past, I see a falling out with you and a feminine figure, older, definitely bitter, controlling, definitely resentful, getting mother or grandmother vibes. This was a good thing for you. Because after you got rid of her, you were able to really find your own femininity and grow into yourself. And then I see you leaving an abusive relationship. So now future, there's probably going to be a move. You don't need to worry about finances at all. I am seeing a disagreement with a female influence, definitely older, but this is a different lady than from the past, unless this lady has changed and matured, and that's why she's coming back into your life. And I'm also seeing the Lover's card, which is making me feel like there's going to be a new relationship coming in. So let's get into your oracles. So from Work Your Light, you got Awakening, Sisterhood of the Rose, and the Crumbling. Sisterhood of the Rose. Beauty, devotion, priestess, mystic, teacher. The Sisterhood of the Rose is a lineage of priestesses and mystics who devoted their lives to serving humanity and seeding light consciousness all over the earth. A cross-section of ancient lineages is the path of devotion and beauty. Walking this path means being devoted to seeing and creating beauty wherever you go. The rose symbolizes the heart and the sacred geometry of all life. You're being called to notice the beauty around you, particularly in nature, and hear the whispers of Mother Earth. You're being called to spend more time in nature, as all the ancient secrets live there. Mother Earth is constantly whispering, spend time with her creations and you'll be rewarded with insight and grace. You're being called to take a little more time to notice both the beauty that exists all around you and contribute to the beauty of the world in your own way too. This could be through your own creations or in little things like how you dress to even picking flowers for your home. Every time you devote your time to creating beauty, you harmonize the planet a little more and the shift in vibration can be felt. So surround yourself with beauty and create beauty wherever you go. Awakening, energetic upgrades, a new way of being, and integration. You're going through a period of awakening. Things are changing within you and at many levels. You're starting to remember ancient truths and discovering more and more about who you are and why you incarnated. You may find that you're experiencing past life flashbacks, seeing the invisible thread that is woven through all of life, or even feeling Kundalini Shakti rise through your body from the base of your spine. The most important thing for this time is not to overthink it and to stay grounded. Share your experiences with like soul people while you consciously integrate them. Journal and pay attention to your dreams. You're remembering your soul gifts are emerging. During this time of transition and awakening, you may be called to devote yourself to being of service. There are ideas, truths, concepts, books, and creations waiting to be birthed into this world. Stay open to receiving them. Pulling this card may be a sign that you are here to birth one of these creations into the world, or perhaps you're being called to make a shift in your life in order to be of service. Don't think too much about it. Instead, repeat the following work your light activation. I surrender to my awakening. I allow my Shakti energy to rise from the base of my spine. I open myself up to the universe, using me in a way that delights my mind, body, and spirit. Okay, so the crumbling is the last one. There's a shift happening right now where anything inauthentic can no longer survive. Relationships, jobs, social structures, anything built on shaky ground is destined to tumble down. It's happening to bring you back home to who you truly are, both individually and to a society as a whole, so you can live a life that is in alignment with who you truly are. When you're in the thick of it, it can feel like a personal attack from the universe. Have faith, because the difficult times will be your defining moments. You will be reborn in the fire. You're being called to surrender, to stop trying to hold it all together, to loosen your grip, to let the crumbling occur. It may be difficult at first, but in the end, the sooner you let go, the sooner the rebirthing will occur. What are you trying to hold together? What are you trying to do your best to avoid? How are you trying to pretend everything is okay? You have what it takes to allow what is falling away to tumble and fall. Once the tower has crumbled, you'll be able to rebuild your home on solid ground with mighty foundations and a view that is so magnificent that it will take your breath away. Each new morn, Kali, the goddess of destruction, and the Black Madonna are with you now. Lay it all on their altar. They can hold it all. What are you clinging to for fear of nothing coming to take its place? Dang. All right, the next three oracles are from The Secret Language of Light. You got manifestation, sensitivity, and alignment. Damn. Somebody's been doing their inner work here. Let's see. Manifestation. You're about to experience something you've longed for. You may not even see any evidence of it yet, but don't be disheartened. Instead, be still and align with your soul. Soon you will be inspired to take a step forward where you will meet your dreams and desires, fall in love with the unknown, and the path of the known will materialize. You create your life through how you feel and what you think. When you change your beliefs, your life changes to match it. First, you must be aware of how you feel in the present. Practice focusing on what makes your heart sing, not shrink. The last time before manifestation is an opportunity to change any story from your past, present, or future. Your perception is altering so you can see in a new light. Everything is created twice. Firstly, in the vibrational realm, perceived as imagination, feeling, or dreaming, and then in the physical world as manifested objects. Enjoy the journey to all you are manifesting, and your desires will arrive sooner. This is the nature of creation. All right. So, sensitivity, which makes sense because with full moon coming in, heightened intuition and compassion. You're being more sensitive to the energy and vibrations that precede all physical creation. We can all sense these energies, but our rational minds often override our feelings. Sense beyond what you see with your eyes and hear in your mind. Trust your heart will bring together the most up-to-date information through your senses. When we are open to sensing and feeling love, it also means we are open to sensing and feeling fear. This clarifies the importance of actively choosing where you place where you place your gaze and focus your energy. Don't let old stories determine what you will think and feel. There is no hiding behind words. Feeling sorry for another or a situation doesn't help them or you. It takes you to a place where you can't hear any solutions and feeds back what they already know. You came here to create reality, not to accept it. You attract what you are, not what you think or what you say, but what you feel. Celebrate your sensitivity. Without it, you may not realize you have a choice. What do you want to bring into your life? All right, and alignment. A covenant of mind, body, and spirit. Your soul is your biggest fan. It knows the truth of you and loves you unconditionally. It is continuously streaming this information to you. To tune in, your mind, body, and spirit must all agree in the now. Do this by meditating, focusing on your soul name, enjoying something you love, or having a nap. It is not up to your soul to zap you into alignment. It's your job to maintain your soul station, so you have a frequency to tune into. The nature of physical life is to create and expand. Sometimes experiences will pull you out of alignment, so you can understand these experiences from a different angle. When you are out of alignment, you will automatically ask questions and want to create something different. Through this process, you gain clarity about your passions. Being out of alignment can feel awful. It is easy to blame a person or situation when we feel bad, but instead of asking why something is happening, take a breath, return to neutral, and ask what you can create from the situation. Remember, your soul is a consistent, loving home you can return to always. Okay, so let's go ahead and see who your archangel is. This is homework. Archangel Haniel, breathe, which is perfect because you just got meditation. Breathe slowly and surely. Gently place your hands over your heart and your chest and feel your chest rise and fall. So definitely look into Archangel Haniel, which happens to be a moon angel. I shit you not. Can't make this shit up. Your crystal is fluorite, which I can give you out of the Crystal Bible because I know that one's in here. I can't believe that azurite isn't. It's crazy, right? So, fluorite. Do I know my ABCs? Elemental P, H, I, J, K, E, F. Here we go. Fluorite is highly protective, especially on a physical level. It helps you to discern when outside influences are at work within yourself and shuts off psychic manipulation and undue mental influence. This stone cleanses and stabilizes the aura. It is extremely effective against computer and electromagnetic stress. Appropriately positioned, it blocks geopathic stress. Used in healing, fluorite draws off negative energies and stress of all kinds. It cleanses, purifies, dispels, and reorganizes anything within the body that is not in perfect order. This is the best crystal to use to overcome any form of disorganization. Fluorite grounds and integrates spiritual energies. It promotes unbiased impartiality and heightens intuitive powers, makes you more aware of your higher spiritual realities, and can quicken spiritual awakening and focuses the mind and links it to the universal mind. Fluorite brings stability to groups, linking them to a common purpose. Fluorite is associated with progress on many levels, incorporating structure into daily life. The stone can overcome chaos and reorganize the physical, emotional, and mental bodies. Psychologically, fluorite dissolves fixed patterns of behavior and gently opens the door to the subconscious, bringing suppressed feelings to the surface for resolution. It increases self-confidence and dexterity. Fluorite improves physical and mental coordination and counteracts mental disorders. Dissolving fixed ideas, it helps to move beyond narrow-mindedness to the bigger picture. The stone dissolves illusions and reveals truth. It is very helpful when you need to act impartially and objectively. Fluorite is an excellent learning aid. It organizes and processes information, linking what is already known into what is being learned, and increases concentration. It helps you to absorb new information and promotes quick thinking. Emotionally, fluorite has a stabilizing effect. It helps you to understand the effect of the mind and emotions on the body and relationships. It teaches the importance of balance. Physically, fluorite assists balance and coordination. Fluorite is a powerful healing tool dealing with infections and disorders. It benefits teeth, cells, and bones, repairs DNA damage. It's powerful against viruses, especially as an elixir, but don't swallow the stone if you're making an elixir out of it now. Helps regenerate the skin, mucous membranes, particularly the respiratory tract, heals ulcers. So this is a really, really great stone. Be careful, it will definitely boost up your sexual libido, so use protection unless you're going for that and or try to make a baby. All right, so your Ascension card's next. And you got Serapis Bay. So this is an Ascended Master you might want to look into. You're getting lots of homework today. It is full moon after all. Serapis Bay was keeper of the White Ascension Flame in Atlantis and is now Chohana, the fourth ray of harmony. He is known as the Egyptian because he worked with Archangel Metatron to suffuse the Great Pyramid with cosmic wisdom energy at the time of its construction. In drawing this card, you're invited to stand within the white flame and feel its influence. Connect with Serapis Bay and draw his energies of wisdom, cooperation, dedication to you. He is the only master to work with the Seraphim, and they will shower you with blessings as you tune into this Ascension card. I walk with Serapis Bay is your affirmation there. So we've got two left. Truth. Speak your truth. Stand up for the truth. Maybe somebody's not telling you the truth. All good things to question And then last but not least, as far as your oracle cards go, you got 39 in the Path of Soul Destiny cards. So let's see what Cheryl Lee has to say about that. All right, channeling guide. You have a strong ability to communicate the messages and teachings of divine beings. Whether you're aware of it or not, you're receiving guidance and messages from those of other dimensions of existence. One of your gifts is having the ability to share these higher teachings with others. Sometimes you simply speak the words that are needed without even knowing the effect or power of what you have said. The channeling guide asks that you work on fine-tuning this gift. Meditate, listen, and follow the guidance you receive. Wow, lots about meditation. So, your animal spirit guide for full moon is the possum. If possum shows up, it means in order to accomplish whatever you've been striving to achieve, it will be necessary to stretch yourself a bit further than you think you can. The situation you find yourself in will require that you be a good actor, and that you have to exhibit behavior that's opposite of what you're actually thinking or feeling. Sounds like you're at a shitty job. Do some planning and develop an effective strategy for the object of your concern with backup plans in place in case your first effort doesn't work out, so always have a plan B, my friend. If you're in a tight corner, rely on your instincts to determine the best way out. Study either Aikido or Tai Chi in order to learn to use dynamic and receptive forces as useful approaches in challenging situations. Call upon possum when you're feeling stressed, overwhelmed, not sure how to deal with your emotions, when you find yourself using habitual self-defeating strategies, becoming self-destructive, when circumstances call for tact and diplomacy, requiring you to act differently than how you actually feel. You're not sure if someone you're with is trying to create a false impression or deceive you in some way. If you need to quickly come up with a strategy that's the most appropriate for the particular situation you find yourself in. And if possum is your power animal, you have a natural gift as an actor, whether you've used this talent professionally, as a hobby, or in some social situations. Just be mindful not to use it for manipulation. You're very nurturing and extremely protective of those you love, especially your children. You can assess and understand an event immediately and know how to best cope with it. You're a very flexible individual with considerable dexterity, both physical and mental. You're a master at disguising your feelings and pretending so much so that you can easily fool others into accepting your false front. You readily see through others' masks and facades, yet you accept them for who they are and deal with them and act accordingly. Damn, you're psychic as hell. You should be doing what I'm doing. All right, so the Ascended Master that wants to work with you this full moon is Lady Guadalupe. Gosh, how gorgeous, right? I've always loved her. So Lady Guadalupe will help you conceive a child, heal a broken heart, strengthen all of your relationships, and find the love of your life. And the invocation for Lady Guadalupe is: place some cut roses in a vase and scatter some rose petals around your room. Light a candle and ask for her assistance. Pour out your heart to her and listen for her guidance. She will embrace you with her love. When you share that love, it comes back to you multiplied. In 1531, Juan Diego, who had recently become a Catholic, was walking to his religious instruction in a small town in Mexico. Suddenly he heard birds singing and he wondered where he was. Then he heard a lyrical voice calling his name. He was puzzled, and when he looked around, he saw a beautiful woman standing a few feet away. She told him to come to talk to the bishop and have a church built in that spot for her. The bishop wouldn't believe Juan at first, but she kept encouraging him to talk to the bishop. Finally, she had him pick flowers that were blooming in the middle of the desert in the middle of winter. He filled his jacket with the flowers. When he opened his jacket to give them to the bishop, there was an image of the Heavenly Lady clearly imprinted on the inside. Our Lady of Guadalupe is well known for her miracles. Her image on Juan's jacket is the only physical manifestation of the Virgin Mary. She is a powerful force of love and teaches about the power of faith, hope, and charity. Lady of Guadalupe is the embodiment of divine love. She is the divine mother who cares deeply for all of her children. She will never judge you and is always ready to help. Lady of Guadalupe is a compassionate guide who will teach you how to fill your life with laughter and joy. How beautiful. All right. Last but not least, out of the books today, and then we'll get into the trinkets, is Natural Leadership. This is from The Art of Worldly Wisdom, which was written in the 17th century. Love this little thing. It is a secret force of superiority not to have to get on by artful trickery, but by an inborn power of rule. All submit to it without knowing why, recognizing the secret vigor of natural authority. Such magistral spirits are kings by merit and lions by innate privilege. By the esteem that they inspire, they hold the hearts and the minds of those around them. If their other qualities permit, such people are born to be the prime movers of the state. They perform more by a gesture than others by a long harangue. All right. Gaze upon me trinkets now. Gaze upon them. Oh, they're jumping out. Good Lord. All right. Definitely money coming in. May's going to be a really important month next month. Go to the movies. Or there's going to be some sort of movie that influences you, inspires you. Hers. Interesting. Lots of suns, lots of flowers. So whatever gardening you might be doing is going to be very successful. Money's coming in. Why? Ask yourself why, or someone with the name beginning with Y. What, like Yvette? That's so uncommon. Anyway, and an I. So definitely beef up the protection on this full moon. That is all I'm getting for you, my beautiful pile A's. If this is your first time here, welcome. If you're back, thank you so much for checking back in. Don't forget to subscribe, because I'm going to be uploading some meditations soon. We're streaming this Sunday, so there will be an hour of drum and bass up on Sunday. Yeah, stay tuned for more magic, manifestations, meditations, music, and all that good stuff. Big up and big love from Dvine MC. Peace and blessings. Over and out. Bye. All right. My beautiful pile bees with the rose quartz energies. Now I know that one's in the Crystal Bible. So let's give you a little bit of the rose quartz. Rose quartz is a stone of unconditional love and infinite peace. It is the most important crystal for the heart and the heart chakra, teaching the true essence of love. It purifies and opens the heart at all levels and brings deep inner healing, self-love, and it's calming, reassuring, and excellent for use in trauma or crisis. Also helping to attract love. All right, so let's see what we got going on for this full moon. Ooh, hello. Big decision coming up. Present wise, I see you're a little emotional and you don't realize how much support you have around you right now, but you do. Feeling a little alone, a little isolated. But your friends are going to pick you up, so don't worry about that. So let's move past. You're really having a nostalgic vibe for the past. There was someone that you deeply cared about, that you grew up with since you were both really little. I'm getting first love vibes or best friend vibes. And you had all these goals and dreams together, and all these cards are in reverse. So I'm feeling like either they passed away or you moved away. Somehow you all got disconnected. All right, so in the future, I'm seeing money being a little tight at work, not loving your job either, so it's time to put your feelers out. You're giving your power away. You are the high priestess. Don't forget that. It's showing up in reverse, so you need to be reminded. And right after that, obviously, you get your power back because you got the high priest after that. So balance. That's what I'm getting. Balance. So let's see. Your first three oracles from Work Your Light. You're already doing it. Akasha and the initiation. So you're already doing it. Do not question things so much. You're on the right track. You're facing the right way. Stop overthinking it. It's happening. And you're closer than you think. You're exactly where you need to be, and things are moving at the perfect speed. Don't rush it. Now's not the time to be impatient. Now's the time to walk steady. There is no rush. What you are building is being built. What you have planted soon will blossom. With every new day, a new brick is being laid. You have come a long way. The foundations are steady. Now all that is needed is for you to trust and keep walking forward. If a thought that things should be moving faster enters your head, that is just your ego comparing your rising to someone else. Comparison is not your friend. Stay in your lane, water your own garden, knowing that your time to bloom will come soon. You're already doing it. Keep going. And then Akasha is a big one. So Akasha exists in the fifth dimension and the library of souls. All contracts, history, gifts, lessons, and more exist here. We each have access to this information of the past, present, and future and can tap into it at any time. While we have free will, there are also points on the timeline of our lives that are predestined or pre-planned. Soul contracts or agreements that were made before incarnating. It could be a company you chose to work for, a relationship you plan to have, or a person you agreed to mentor or help. Whatever it is, know that it is divinely guided and will not bypass you. If you're waiting for a sign to proceed, this card is it. You're likely living out an important part of your soul's journey, and you're exactly where you need to be. This is very exciting indeed. It is time to call in the support of your helpers, both in the physical realm and the spirit world, to trust the signs coming, to take note of your dreams, to notice any feelings or visions that you receive, for you are tapping into the wisdom of the Akasha, and you're being given the go-ahead to proceed. I open myself up to receive the wisdom of the Akasha. I am ready to download any information from my soul's record that is in my highest good and the highest good of all right now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I'm feeling like some past life information might help you with what's currently going on. And then the last card you got from this deck is the Initiation, which is another big boy. Some of the most sacred initiation chambers and temples look scary from the outside, but are breathtakingly beautiful on the inside. This represents the journey that the soul pilgrim is required to take to reach somewhere sacred. But only the initiated can enter. Perhaps that's where you are right now. You're being tested and initiated because you're headed somewhere sacred. Initiations require that we cross the threshold from one world or state of being to the next. We're being called to face what scares us and have to be willing to lose it all in order to gain a new way of being, of safety, of security, of depth, of meaning. Initiations, like rites of passage, mark the shift from one age to the next and can take place because of emotional turmoil, great loss, grief, or devastation. But it is through the seeming hardship that our heart cracks open and our spirit is invested to step forward. We take the sacred voyage into more of who we are and who we came here to be. It can be painful and scary, but once we begin the journey, we can be more ourselves than ever before. If you're in the middle of an initiation right now, you'll get through it, and one day soon you'll bless the thing that broke you down and cracked you open because the world needs you open. You're going somewhere sacred. It'll be worth it, and you're closer than you think. Rite of passage. Cross the threshold. All right. Your next three are from The Secret Language of Light. You got Grounding, Awakening, and Vesica Pisces. So grounding. Circumstances have affected your energy and you may be feeling disconnected, scattered, or overwhelmed. You may be bumping into things or forgetting if you locked the door or turned the iron off when you left home. Stop whatever you're doing and breathe. Let yourself be here. Call your dispersed energy back to your heart. Imagine any imbalance or excess energy flowing into the earth and feel the calmness of nature in exchange. Nature uses this energy for growth and expansion. This is a symbiotic, co-creative process that we need to remember and honor. When you recenter, you will begin to feel more aligned, relaxed, and at peace. This may also be a message to spend more time outside. Nature lovingly resets our energy. It holds no judgment, but simply allows and accepts. And take your shoes off, you know? It's getting nice out. Well, at least you're in the northern hemisphere here. We just hit spring, so it's getting pretty nice out. All right, so awakening. You're about to experience an aha moment. This will come as a feeling of deep truth that seemed to have slipped your mind. You have often thought there must be another way to experience and live this life, and you're about to discover it. You're opening your heart and mind to the full, authentic you. Time-honored ways that have worked in the past are no longer bringing the results you desire and may have become obstacles to your dreams. Beliefs become intermingled with everyday processes and who we think we are. No wonder it can seem hard to let them go. When you rose from the slumber of conformity, you awaken into the same world, but through the eyes of soul love. You can see beyond fear to the creative possibilities that are everywhere. Relax and enjoy this time. It is your natural evolution. Last but not least, and this one is the Vesica Pisces. The outside world feels more real than the inner world because we have been encouraged to focus more on what is outside of us. We've learned to give things that can be seen by others or touched by us more importance than what we feel. Making decisions can become difficult when our awareness is focused away from our inner needs and wants. When our internal and external realities are integrated, decisions are clear and easily made. This leads to satisfaction as there is no resistance to your fulfillment. When we scan the myriad of possibilities open to us in the manifested world, we will know what we want and will not feel overwhelmed by this. In this space, we become grateful for the decisions we have made and all the ones we will make in the future. The Vesica Pisces is a symbol that shows how consciousness splits to know itself and expand life. So I would look into that. Very important. Okay, so let's see who your archangel is. This is homework. Archangel Uriel, spirituality. Find God and Goddess everywhere you look. Open your heart to see clearly. Uriel holds a light to illuminate our path. So look into him and why he's around you. Emotional loss is coming up. So I don't know if you just got out of that, it's just now coming in, or it's going to happen in the future. But my personal feeling is that you're moving out of it. like it already happened. That was in the past. So your Ascension card is Lady Portia, and that's an Ascended Master, also part of your homework. Any beings that come up in my readings, they're around you for a reason. And I can sit here and spoon feed you knowledge all day, but I'm not trying to create cookie cutter healers, cookie cutter readings. Like, if you actually do the work for yourself, you're gonna see so many more synchronicities and have so many more aha moments as to why these beings are around you, if you look them up yourself. Lady Portia is known as the goddess of justice. As a lord of karma, she tempers justice with mercy and balance. In order to act with these golden qualities, you must let go of your own projections and prejudices to see the whole picture. When you receive this card, Lady Portia is calling on you to review an aspect of your life or relationships to bring it fully into the fifth dimension. Be generous-hearted, open-minded, and fair. Step aside from judgment, and then your ascension path will be showered with gold. I am fair-minded, open-hearted, and not non-judgmental. All right. So, your crystal that you should be working with on full moon, besides the rose quartz that you picked in your oracle deck, is red jasper. So let's give you a little bit of the red jasper. Red jasper is gently stimulating. It grounds energy, which grounding came up earlier. So obviously your root chakra needs a little work here. Red jasper brings problems to light before they become too big and provides insights. It's the most into the most difficult situations. It makes an excellent worry bead. Calming the emotions when played with. Placed under your pillow, it helps dream recall. Red jasper stimulates the base chakra and assists in rebirthing. It cleanses and stabilizes the aura and strengthens your boundaries. This is a stone of health, strengthening and detoxifying the circulatory system, the blood, and the liver. It dissolves blockages in the liver or bile ducts, base chakra, or where is appropriate. Okay, awesome. And your Path of Soul Destiny card, you got the number 2, which these are awesome. I should have shared the last group. These are fractals, so just looking at them, they emanate frequency and vibration. They're healing. And the artist is amazing. She's got a couple more decks out. Shirley Harnish. Anyway, you got encoded. Where others see nothing, you see the deeper meaning or message hidden within. Your guides are working to communicate with you as your intuition and inner knowing expands. Be mindful of all that you are experiencing in each moment. Be aware of animal messengers, cloud formations, colors, conversations of others, and anything else that catches your attention. You're taking the next step up in awareness, connection to the unseen worlds. Beautiful. Okay, so getting into some spirit guides. And my pile B's got raccoon as your totem animal. So if raccoon shows up, it means in spite of any doubts, you may have the resources you need for the current situation all readily available. There's some sort of deception going on around you that you can discern by listening to and trusting your intuition. Rather than being goal-oriented, it is a time for indulging your curiosity and open-ended exploration. Pay close attention to signs and omens that suggest you're getting messages from the ancestors or your deceased loved ones. So you might have a bit of mediumship in there too, my friend. It's important to remain emotionally and mentally flexible for the next few days, as events will require you to adapt rapidly to changing circumstances. Call on raccoon when you're faced with a task that will require manual dexterity, you're feeling stagnated and bored and are eager for adventure and exploration. You're faced with a challenging situation that requires you to be flexible and adapt quickly. An upcoming social event calls you to put on a face that will help you feel more comfortable mixing with others. You need to defend yourself using assertiveness, wit, agility, and perhaps even deception. If raccoon is your power animal, you're gifted with an intuitive mechanical ability. You express your creativity with your hands, whether through sculpting, painting, writing, or some other physical endeavor. You're remarkably resourceful at finding whatever you need at any given moment. You're quite adaptable and flexible, feeling at home just about anywhere you happen to be, and you have a number of different personas and are capable of presenting just the right one at the appropriate time. Very cool. So let's move on to your spirit guides and angels. And my pile B's got Apollo. Look at this cute little peen leaf. Stop. Apollo will help you sustainably. Oh, crystals are rolling. I don't know who it was, but apparently it needed to go on the ground. Substantially enhance your creativity, bring passion to everything you do, see the world from an expansive perspective, increase your psychic abilities. His invocation is to simply call upon him. Laurel leaves have a wonderful scent and are used for preserving food, so gather some and sprinkle them around your bed. This aroma will help you feel the presence of Apollo as you sleep. He is an elegant god who stirs the creative heart and passions. Pay attention to your dreams and make note of all the messages Apollo brings. All right, this is the second time you've gotten dream journal, so I suggest this weekend you go out and buy yourself a new journal, boo. And the key is to put the pen to the paper before the feet hit the floor. Even if you don't remember anything you write, I don't remember anything. Because guess what? Waking up and writing, I don't remember anything, will actually help you recall more every day, just getting that pattern into your brain. Okay, so Apollo is the god of prophecy, a patron to musicians and poets. Hey, I'm a rapper, so he might be my patron too. He's often showing holding a lyre or cithara, which are symbolic of the sound that brought forth the universe. He wields the energy of creation. Apollo has dominion over healing, light, medicine, poetry, the intellect, dance, prophecy, shamans, and all forms of creativity. Besides the oracle in Delphi, he had other notable ones in Claris and Yeah, my Baltimore Sean. I can't even fucking pronounce that word. All right. Those who want to invoke the guidance of Apollo often use the laurel leaf. Animals that were considered sacred attributes of him are the wolf, swan, hawk, raven, crow, snake, mouse, grasshopper, and the mythical griffin, which is the mixture of the eagle and lion. The swan and grasshopper are symbolic of music and song, while the hawk, raven, crow, and snake are most useful when aligning with divination. Apollo is believed to have control over plagues, so he was often called upon during epidemics. Damn. All right, Apollo, get rid of this COVID bullshit. At a profound level, Apollo represents harmony and balance, order and reason. He has a deep love for humans and the capacity of a muse. He will inspire you to live a life that is in alignment with your highest purpose. Apollo will help you cut through the illusionary nature of reality and connect with a reality that is rich and rewarding. And I also feel like he'll help you work out. Get on a good workout routine. All right, so last out of the books, my favorite, The Art of Worldly Wisdom, and my pile B's got, never have a companion who outshines you. The more he does do, the less desirable a companion he is. The more he excels in quality, the more in reputation. He will always play first fiddle and you second. If you get any consideration, it is only in his leavings. The moon shines bright alone among the stars. When the sun rises, she becomes either invisible or imperceptible. Never join one that eclipses you, but rather one who sets you in a brighter light. By this means, the cunning fabula in Marshall's verse was able to appear beautiful and brilliant, owing to the ugliness and disorder of her companions, but one should as little imperil oneself by an evil companion as pay honor to another at the cost of one's own credit. When you are on the way to fortune, associate with the eminent. When arrived with the mediocre. Very interesting. It was written in the 17th century. Still very valid today. And I would like for you to gaze upon me trinkets next. Let's see what's going on. Full moon. Ooh. Ground. You need to ground. Don't forget to fill your well before you go around filling up other people. Family safe and protected. Say what you need to say. Be cautious. Someone's not telling the truth around you. Meditate. Money's coming in. Someone with the beginning initial G might be important. And make time to be true to yourself. So I want to thank you so much for tuning in. If you're new here, I'm Dvine MC. We're about magic, music, meditation, all that good stuff. And I would love for you to subscribe to the channel. We'll be streaming some drum and bass Sunday if you need some tunage. Other than that, peace and blessings going out for this beautiful full moon. Hopefully some of this resonated with you. Thank you so much. What's Gucci? My pile C's. Alright, y'all pick the pyrite, which definitely should have a little something something in the crystal Bible, as long as I know my alphabet. Bear with me. Bear with me. Well, the crystal Bible fails me twice. Pyrite's fool's gold. Spout. prosperity, among other things. So you'll have to look into that. But don't worry, you'll be getting another crystal oracle for full moon soon, and hopefully it shows up in the crystal Bible. Anyway, we're gonna do your little check-in for present. Someone that you've been really trying to connect with or get through to finally gave in, and I also see you coming out of your shelf. You've been in a bit of hermit mode, and there's also been a big life-changing event or a big switch up in your whole life going on currently. So let's move past. In the past, I see you match with someone really nice. Actually, this is always like my twin flame card in a good way, not in the abusive way that sometimes twin flames can be. I don't know if you're still with this person or not. I see a move in the past, maybe going away to school or going out of the country. And I also see a gentleman with way too much stuff on his plate. So, all very interesting stuff in the past. Let's move future. I see your emotions getting a little out of whack and something testing your strength, but you get over that and become the Queen of Swords. Bad bitch. All right. So, let's get into King of Pentacles. It was a straggler here, so that means your money gonna be right. So your first three oracles coming from Work Your Light. You got Lumeria, Pleiades, and yes. So, definitely a starseed. Oh, my right ear is ringing. You've got a male around you, dad, grandfather, brother, somebody that passed, coming in, saying, hey, I'm Clairaudient, so that happens from time to time. All right, so let's see. So these are big, big boy cards. Let's see. So Lumeria, or Mu, is one of Earth's lost lands where heaven was really a place on Earth, a time before we were kicked out of the Garden of Eden. In Lumeria, life worked in harmony. All beings were seen as equal, and we were deeply reverent to Mother Earth. We knew that a mosquito was no worse than us, and the sun was no better. Perhaps you too believe that heaven really can be a place on Earth. Perhaps you are part of the transition team who at a soul level are devoted to creating this kind of harmony on the planet now. Thank you for wanting to do this work. It's easy to get overwhelmed by the state of the affairs on the planet right now, but you're being encouraged to keep holding the clear vision of the future. It's closer than you think. You may be guided to hold the frequency of Lumeria in your own community, family, workplace, or within yourself. Know that it is possible, and while at times it may feel like you're alone, you truly are not. There are hundreds of thousands who hold the codes of this ancient lost land, and even Lumerian crystals that hold the codes of remembering that are beginning to rise all over the planet. Keep doing what you're doing, and remember, the only way to heal the world around us is to first heal ourselves. I hold the codes of Lumeria and believe that heaven really can be a place on Earth. So if you're wondering your origins here, I'm seeing that, hi, you're from the Pleiades, and so am I. Alright, the Pleiadians are a group of star beings dedicated to raising the vibration of the planet and sharing new consciousness through creations and technology. They've been incarnating on Earth since near the beginning of humanity. You are a soul who has a double mission to grow, a soul level, and to raise the vibration of the planet. If you have been called to write, speak, or channel, this is your sign to keep doing it. Your work is divinely guided. All the souls, Pleiadians, are the chattiest. And so perhaps you've already started channeling some of the work into the third dimension. Thank you for doing your part in the great plan. Your presence and unique light is needed. I call upon Pleiadian consciousness of the highest realms and highest good of humanity to work through me. Let me be a channel for only the purest light of the essence of Source. Let me channel in a way that also serves me. Look into Clairvoyant. You can listen to a lot of his stuff on YouTube. That's coming up for some reason. All right, so yes. Yes, just say yes. I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory. Challenge yourself to stop saying no and just say yes. There's going to be some opportunities coming in, and you'll get to make a choice. All right, so your next three oracle cards are from the Secret Language of Light. You got soulmating, meditation, and soulcraft. Lots of focusing on your soul. Good work. All right. So soul mating. A new encounter or a deepening of an already existing union will profoundly change the way you perceive unconditional love. Chemistry between two people does not mean they are life partners. You have entered each other's life to awaken, expand, and open your heart so wide that they may never close again. It may last for a moment, a season, or a lifetime. Time is not necessary to shift the cogs of your heart and feel the absolute ecstasy of you. A moment can open to euphoria. The purpose of a soul relationship is to mirror your love and light and melt away any hard edges or walls you've built. Whatever is mirrored will intensify. Love and peace will feel bigger, but so will fear or pain. This reveals any wounds that hold us away from love so we can heal them as we embrace more of the love we already recognize. And then meditation, of course, pretty self-explanatory. Time to meditate. It doesn't have to be, just sitting down for an hour. Give yourself 5 or 10 minutes. Just go sit outside in nature, go listen to the air conditioner, some kind of droning sound. That way you can just find a little peace. And then as you get better and better at it, go for a little bit longer. Bump it up to 20 minutes. It doesn't have to be, like you're a Buddhist monk out the gate. All right, your next one's soulcraft. The thoughts, ideas, and topics you incessantly discuss are crafting your life. So focus on ones that make your heart smile. You're ready to receive answers from your soul about any topics, thoughts, or ideas you want to change. Be wise in your crafting, and the path of least resistance will call you. Different soul vibrations will inspire different actions. If you're feeling tired, your inspired action will be to rest or sleep. If you're feeling love, you'll be inspired to do things that emulate love in your day. We all sense with our soul, but often override it with the rational mind. Trust your soul is bringing you the most up-to-date information. All right. Next, please. This might be homework. Archangel Raphael. Definitely look into Archangel Raphael. He is the healer of the angels. And gentle heart. Place your hands gently over your heart and say, I love you. And repeat. So obviously some self-love needs to be going on here. Ooh, what did I say about shadow work? And now you have shadow coming up. So your Ascension card is the Intergalactic Council. All right, my starseed. The Intergalactic Council of 12 Great Masters makes decisions for the highest good of this universe. The council includes Marco, Hilarion, Jesus, Ashtar, Cthulhu, El Mariah, Paul the Venetian, Saint Germain, Kuan Yin, Lady Nada, Serapis Bey, and Lord Maitreya. Saying or thinking their names raises your frequency. Recognize you're a multi-dimensional being. Connect with your deepest wisdom and focus on the well-being of the universe. Your guidance is to ask Angel Butalil. Gosh, my Baltimore's showing again. Butalil, never heard of him. To take you to the Intergalactic Council in meditation or sleep and offer to serve the universe. This will greatly expand your consciousness. I visit the Intergalactic Council today. Or you can go to the Divine Light channel on YouTube and start doing some of their meditations if you'd like to connect with starseeds and the Ascended Masters, everything on their 2 channels. One's called Ophinia and Sakal, and the other one is the Divine Light channel. Beautiful work that they're doing for the planet. Definitely check out their meditations. And your crystal is clear quartz. That should definitely be in the Bible here. So let's pull that up for you. All right, clear quartz, the most beautiful healing energy amplifier on the planet because of its unique helical spiral crystalline form. Found worldwide, it absorbs, stores, releases, and regulates energy and is excellent for unblocking it. When acupuncture needles are coated in quartz, the effects increase by 10%, as demonstrated by a Clairvoyant camera. Holding a quartz crystal in your hand doubles your biomagnetic field. It enhances muscle testing and protects against radiation. Quartz generates electromagnetism and dispels static electricity. It's in all of our, cell phones and computers and televisions. This crystal works at a vibrational level, attuned to the specific energy requirements of the person needing healing or undertaking spiritual work. It takes the energy to the most perfect state possible, going back to before the disease set in. It cleanses and enhances the organs and subtle bodies and acts as a deep soul cleanser, connecting the physical dimension with the mind. At a spiritual level, this crystal raises energy to the highest possible level, containing every color possible. Clear quartz works on all levels of being, storing information like a natural computer. These crystals are a spiritual library waiting to be assessed. Quartz is the ability to dissolve karmic seeds and enhances psychic abilities and attunes you to your spiritual purpose. Used in meditation, quartz filters out distractions. Quartz is the most efficient receptor for programming. At a mental level, quartz aids concentration and unlocks memory. Quartz is a great energy saver attached to a fuel line in a car. A quartz point reduces fuel consumption. Quartz points have different facet shapes according to how fast they form. These shapes are deeply significant. All right, my friend. So definitely get a quartz for your full moon stuff you're doing this weekend. And your last oracle card from the Paths of Soul Destiny cards from Cheryl Lee Carnish, you got 29, which is friendship. Aw. There's a great amount of love and support available to you. Friendship, represented by the infinity symbol, is forever. Trust the bonds you've created with others. Know that the greatest gift you can give is your friendship. It is in giving that we receive the most. Offer your support where you can, and remember to ask for support when you need it. Your friends are the very souls you have chosen to journey with in this lifetime. They are an important part of your growth and learning. All right, so let's get into some spirit guides. We're doing spirit animals, and my pile C's got skunk. Everybody's animals are so cute this week. Be assertive and stand your ground as necessary, and don't let yourself be manipulated or pushed around. Make your self-respect and dignity a top priority, offering the same respect to others. You're taking yourself far too seriously and need to relax and play and trust that everything is all right. It's a good time to deal directly and honestly with that person in your life whom you find so irritating and overbearing. Your sensuality and sexuality are in a heightened state right now, so explore the uses of natural scents and essential oils. Call on skunk when you're feeling the need to defend yourself but don't want to be aggressive in doing so. Your self-esteem and self-respect have hit a low and you want to regain good feelings about yourself. You're missing a sense of playfulness and wonder, and so you're exploring new avenues to recapture these elements in your life. There's someone you need to confront about something that's uncomfortable, and you want to do so with courage and calmness without doing any harm. Or you want to decide whom you can trust enough to let close and whom you should keep at a distance. And if skunk is your power animal, you're very playful and nonchalant and not intimidated by anyone or anything. You're your own best authority, preferring to discover possibilities for yourself rather than accepting information from someone else. You're confident and charismatic without being cocky or arrogant, quite attracted to other like-minded people while easily repelling those who would seek to drain your energy. When it comes to defending yourself, you readily show courage to confront without being aggressive. You exude calm and natural sexual energy without even trying. Next, from Guides and Angels, you got Aphrodite. Look how gorgeous she is, by the way. Beautiful. Aphrodite will unleash your passion, enhance your sexuality. Look, I don't know who you are, what you got going on. You might be trying to get pregnant. You might not be. Just be careful, is all I'm saying. Learn to love with all your heart. Discover how to savor every moment. Aphrodite is easy to work with and is always available to help bring more love into the world. Put on your favorite music, light a candle, and call her name. You could say a simple prayer like this: Aphrodite, goddess of love, please open my heart to your guidance and direction. Help me to see the world through your eyes and learn to respond with your graciousness and passion. In Greek mythology, Aphrodite was the goddess of love, beauty, and sexual rapture. She was born when Uranus, the father of the gods, was castrated and had his genitals thrown into the ocean. The sea began to churn and Aphrodite arose out of the ocean. Zeus married her to Hephaestus, who was the blacksmith of the gods. He made her a finely crafted gold girdle and wove magic into the ornaments. Unfortunately, it made her even more irresistible than she already was. Aphrodite loved and was loved by many gods and mortals. Aphrodite will teach you about love, lust, and the primal life-giving energy of sex. She will also teach you about tenderness, loyalty, and the difference between unconditional and conditional love. She will show you that loving yourself is one of the greatest gifts, and that until you love yourself, you can't really love anyone else. She reminds you what a gift a body is and how magnificent sensuality can be. Whether you are eating a strawberry or having passionate sex, she will show you how to fully savor the experience. As the goddess of love, she will show you how to use your five senses to the fullest. She will show you how to use your body to enjoy life in ways you never thought possible. How awesome. Damn, somebody's getting some. Somebody's getting lucky. All right. So, last but not least, as far as the book stuff goes, is my favorite, The Art of Worldly Wisdom, written in the 17th century, still so active today. Know how to renew your character both with nature and with art. Every 7 years the disposition changes, they say. Let it be a change for the better and for the nobler in your taste. After the first 7 comes reason. With each succeeding luster, let a new excellence be added. Observe this change so as to aid it and hope also for betterment in others. Hence, it happens that many change their behavior when they change their position or their occupation. At times, the change is not noticed till it reaches the height of maturity. At 20, a man is a peacock. At 30, a lion. At 40, a camel. And at 50, a serpent. At 60, a dog. At 70, an ape. and an 80, nothing at all. All right, time to gaze upon me trinkets. Oh my God, you gotta ground, you gotta meditate. I know that came up. You need to get a journal and start writing. You need to be true to yourself. You got money and blessings coming in. Your family is safe. Whatever you planted is going to grow. And there's going to be a reunion, a reconciliation, a mending of something back together. That's all I'm getting for you for now, my Pile Cs. I want to thank you for tuning in today. If you're new here, welcome. We're about music manifestation, divination, all that good stuff. If you're in need of some tunage, Sunday, 5 p.m. EST, expect the hour-long drum and bass stream from our channel. Don't forget to subscribe, guys. I'd love to have you back, and definitely leave me some comments. Let me know if any of this stuff resonated for you, and blessings for this full moon. Big love from Dvine MC. Over and out. Bye!